You know, can share in my own conversion experience. Adoration, Eucharistic adoration.
Amazing.
Means everything.
Everything. It's amazing. It's the first time I got, my mother is very devout, and she kept saying to me, you have to go to adoration, you know, and I'm like, Mom, you got to be kidding. I go, I'm a single mother with 3 children. I'm running from the morning till the night. I'm working. You want me to go sit somewhere and do what? Like wait for God, you know? And she's, well, just try. I mean, one day, she had me in the car. The doors were locked. I couldn't get out because I wasn't going. And I went the first time, and I'm like, wow, I feel a little something. And I was drawn to go back. And now that was a few years ago, and I'm at the point, I only get to go once a week. But when I go, it's like, hi, you know, and I feel like God saying like, hi, how you doing? You know, and it's the peace of God just falls on you. I write things, he helps me. It's like going almost to a spiritual therapist every week. He tells me, you're a little off here, you need a little here. We crack some jokes. It's a good time.
And he's very gentle, isn't he?
Very, so gentle. Even if he's correcting you, it's in this loving, kind way that you almost have to say, wait a minute, did he just say? Like, you don't even, get it until it's so soft, it's so sweet.
Well, do you have certain prayers that you say every time, or do you change your prayer time each week?
No, I think adoration, a lot of people are different, but I usually go around the same time. I'm at the art studio that whole day, and I love this little chapel. And I start off with praising the Lord, and I praise him, and I thank him, and I feel his presence so strong that I just like bask in it. And I'm like, oh, thank you, thank you. I need this, and I feel like I get that healing and stuff. And then he'll kind of say, okay, time for us to write. So I get that internal voice, and I keep a diary, and I write everything that he's saying and what he tells me and everything.
And that's where you get your guidance.
That's where I get my guidance, yeah. So it's great. Once a week, I get that major download. And then during the day, I start off the morning with prayer. When I find myself, if I'm rushing during the day or anything, he'll say, if you're rushing, you're not walking with me. Do you think that I rushed when I was on earth? You do think that I thought, oh, I'm so important, I got this to do, that to do, that to do, and I got to go grocery shopping, and I'm getting crazy? He's like, no, when find yourself in this position, sit down, and I have a little spot in the bathroom, a little chair, I hide there for a minute, and I say, okay, God, I'm getting a little far ahead of myself, help me out here. 2 minutes, back on, thank you, and we're going again.
This is good advice for all busy moms, isn't it?
It's a good thing for moms because we have so much, and you're multitasking so much, and you're everywhere that you get, you start thinking that all this stuff is so important. And you know what he said to me one day in adoration? He says, your life is, not one big errand.
Your life is not one big errand.
Like,
boy,
stop
that's
that.
convicting.
Yeah. That's, it's important to do them, but that's not who you are. I know, even though I'm painting and working and everything else too, the little stuff we get caught up in, and sometimes we forget the big stuff. So he tells me gently.